Hello, my name is George, and in today's video, I'm gonna do a tutorial on how you can get started on streaming on Twitch using OBS Studio. Now, these settings can apply to Streamlabs OBS, but you kind of need to know where the settings cogwheel is in Streamlabs. As long as you know what that is, these settings are pretty much interchangeable with Streamlabs version of OBS, so I wouldn't be too worried about that one. Okay, so this is kind of a weird way I have to do this. I have to actually capture footage off my laptop because I use a stream PC and I don't want that to get in the way. I don't want to have to disable my voice and display capture from my gaming PC, so I'm just gonna route and connect all three PCs and make this video for y'all. Okay, so first thing that I need to explain is there's no such thing as strictly one setting that fits all PCs. Like, you got to get that mentality out of your head and you got to start from scratch. The only successful way to do this is to toggle your settings individually via every type of PC spec, the type of PC that you use. I mean, I could give settings regarding how to use OBS and what settings to use with in my case, I'm using a 9900K and a 2080 Ti. But then again, I still output all my, I don't encode on the same PC. I have one instance of OBS running, but I send all that OBS sees on my gaming PC, send it over to an encode PC, and that server sends it up to Twitch. So I don't like encoding and streaming on the same PC because I feel like there's some stutters and stuff like that, and yeah, I get rid of those by using a stream PC. But again, I'm explaining how this is a general tutorial regarding general settings in OBS that'll make your stream look decent, granted that you have some generally decent specs. Okay, if you have like a really crappy CPU like 5 years ago or something, and like a GTX 710 or something, do not expect to be able to stream using these settings. This is just streaming 720p at 60 FPS, and that's it. Okay, so once you understand that, we can get to it. Okay, so first things first, I hope my voice doesn't cut out while I'm doing this, but you need to open OBS. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to have OBS installed, and I'll have that if you want to install the latest version of OBS 24.0.3, which is how I'm making this video. I will put that in the link in the description below, and you can pick that up. Well, once you launch OBS, it gets even simpler from here. First, you click on the settings button. Once you have opened up the settings menu, sorry, I'm kind of struggling because I have to access this version of OBS from my laptop, not even my stream PC. Okay, so that is neither here nor there. You also need to open your creator dashboard within Twitch so you can grab your stream key. Okay, so let me grab this mic so I can be heard a little bit better over here. Please don't cut the sound on me, OBS, just please don't. Okay, so now that the mic is a little bit closer to my mouth and I can be picked up even if I move my head a little bit, we'll start from here. First things first, you need to set your resolution. Okay, your resolution, your FPS. The way to do that is you go into your video settings in OBS. So you click on settings, and there'll be a little section that looks like a TV that says video right here. Once you click on video, and my things are blanked out right here again because I have to output this NDI to my game PC, which then goes to my stream PC. It's kind of a complicated thing in my case, but don't worry. you can see that the base canvas resolution of this is 1720 by 720, and the output scaled resolution is 1720 by 720. I stream on ultrawide, okay? So in my case, I have this a little bit wider than you guys, but yeah, you want to stream in 720. Twitch and Mixer, okay? Twitch is a better example. Twitch does not give you enough bitrate to stream at 1080p. 900p is a different story, okay? Now, I can change this up, but it'll resize everything, and I don't want to do that while I'm making this video. In everyone's case, they should be streaming at 1280, 1280 by 720 for your base canvas resolution. For your output scaled resolution, you can set the same. You can set 1280 by 720. Easy peasy, okay? So once you have your base and output scaled resolution set to 1280 by 720, you can go to where it says your downscale filter. And under downscale filter, I'd recommend you set Lanxos. Okay, your sharpened scale, 32 samples. And for your common FPS values, you set 30. I know everyone's going to say, oh, well, why not run 60? Because I have a setting for 60. Just run 30. It's going to be lighter on most PCs. A lot of people try to go 60 to begin with, and they can't. So I recommend doing 30 FPS to begin with. Okay, it's the smartest. You get decent quality. It's still pretty smooth. Yeah, that's about it. After you've set your video settings, you need to rescale everything. So make sure that everything fits within your preview window. So you'll see how there's like a red box right here. You move this around, you scale it properly so everything fits properly. Okay, you can drag it and stuff. You can right click on the screen. It'll give you settings, so you can transform it, fit the screen, do whatever you need to do. But you need this preview windows is what people are going to see on Twitch. You need to make sure that the box gets filled up so your viewers can watch you properly. And whenever you try to change the resolution and stuff, you need to rescale everything properly. So just remember that, and you'll be golden. So after you have resized everything properly, for the next section here, and I might need to cut the feed from my laptop for a second because I won't be able to adjust settings. But okay. So it's fine. I can explain with these settings right here, no problem. Okay. So once you have resized everything properly, you're going to want to go to your settings and then output. Okay, these are your encoder presets. Let's see if I can move my mouse properly. Set your output mode to advance. Okay, so there's a drop down menu right here, and you can set your output mode to advance. So I'll cut the NDI feed and then I'll do settings for like non-RTX cards. So Nvidia just released something called Nvidia RTX cards. Now this is anywhere from the GTX 2060 to the or RTX 2060 to the RTX 2080 Ti. If you have an RTX cards, these settings will be perfect for you, but then I'm going to cut the NDI feed and then I will continue this video after I set it for generalized settings. So first things first, output mode advanced. And then where it says encoder right here, you want to set your encoder to Nvidia NVENC H.264 new. Okay, so this new setting has things like look ahead and cycle visual tuning. I'm not going to get into it, but these are like features on newer, more powerful graphics cards. There are some older GTX generation graphics cards that can accommodate it, but you need a 10% or 20% leeway in GPU utilization. So it's kind of difficult. I wouldn't recommend it unless you do have an RTX card or if you have like a 1080 Ti. If you have a 1080 Ti, you can go ahead and run these settings, no problem. Maybe even a GTX 1080 series from last gen. So once you have set that, you can go ahead and put a check mark in the enforce streaming service encoder settings. It doesn't hurt. Under rate control, this is set default CBR. And I need to move this magnifier so we can see this better. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay, so under bitrate, Twitch caps you at 6,000. If you go over 6,000, they will kick you off the server, okay? Or your stream will lag really bad. I don't think you can get banned for running a bitrate that's too high, but in any case, if you run over 6,000, you will get kicked off their servers. So I would just say run 6,000 exactly, and that's exactly what I'm going to do here. $6,000, okay? After that, after you've inputted 6,000 kilobit per second, go to where it says, oh, and make sure, in my case, I have fiber, so this is a non-issue, right? Like my upload speeds are really high. You need to make sure to go to like speed test your internet. There's like a bunch of speed test programs that you can run. Just make sure that your upload doesn't interfere with like people watching Netflix in another room or something like that. But fundamentally, most people should be able to run 6,000 kilobit per second, get away with it. It's not a big issue anymore. Like, people have decent internet nowadays. If you have crappy internet, you could try half. I would not stream to Twitch at anything less than 6,000 kilobit per second. The quality is too degraded. You know, you get too much degradation in quality. Your stream looks pixelated. It doesn't look good. But I mean, if you really must, you can try like 3,000. If you can't run 3,000, maybe you can run 2,500. Just keep setting your your bitrate lower until you find a happy medium, and that's where we're gonna go. Another way is you can come ask me on your stream, tell me your upload settings, and I can give you exactly what you need. Or I can tell you exactly what you need. So after you've set 6,000 right here, you can go to your keyframe intervals, and Twitch requires a 2 keyframe interval. Okay, so you need to set 2. And then for preset, run max quality, which I think is the highest preset here. Profile. Just set it default. I think profile is high by default. Turn off look ahead. And look ahead is a feature called dynamic B-frames, and it's on this new version of the RTX encoders, or for this new NVENC encoder, right? Dynamic B-frames don't look really good unless you're playing like top-down, like any fast-paced moving FPS games and stuff like that. Just turn off look ahead. It looks like crap. You get dynamic B-frames. It sharpens up the image quite a bit, like makes it look really good, but not for fast-paced like action games and stuff like that. I wouldn't recommend really turning it on anyway, and the quality's not so much better anyways. Just turn it off, okay? You want to turn on the psycho-visual tuning. This does make your stream look substantially better. Let's say you're running an RTX 2060 and you don't have a lot of GPU resources left and you're lagging for some reason. You could turn off the psycho-visual tuning, but it is, in my experience, even on my GTX 1080 laptop that I'm showing you this on right now, that keeping psycho-visual tuning on is an easy option. It doesn't really do anything. For this GPU, in my case, this system does have multi-GPU, like I'm running dual 1080 in this laptop. Just set it to 0. Everyone sets it to 0. I don't even think it gives you an option unless you're running SLI. I'm not sure. If it does, just set it to 0 anyways. Okay. Now, if you do have a second graphics card in your system and you want to encode off of that, I mean, this gets kind of difficult. You could set it to that, but if you are running multi-GPU, then I'm going to be inclined to believe that you know how to use this software a little bit more than the average person. And you can set it to GPU 1 or 2. Like you can set which graphics card to encode on instead. Okay, and for max B-frames, I would recommend 2 B-frames for Twitch. That's it. Easy peasy. Okay. So that's pretty much it. Once you've resized everything, we need to get our so these are like good settings, okay? Now you can go live up to Twitch, no problem. But in order to go live, I'm going to click cancel right here because I run different settings, but for purposes of this video, that was perfect. You're going to click on where it says stream, and then under service, you need to find something called where was it? Okay, so it says right here, Twitch. Click on the Twitch one. And you can either connect your account, which is recommended, but I don't like doing it. If you connect your account, it gives you like a chat box and stuff like that right within OBS. You don't need to open up your dashboard or whatever. But I prefer to open up my dashboard on a separate window and run it through that. So I'm going to click Stream Key. And in order to get your Stream Key on Twitch, you need to open your Creator Dashboard on Twitch. So once you are on this screen, Creator Dashboard, like this, like so, you need to go under Settings, and where it says Channel, so right here, I'm going to zoom it again, Channel, where it says Primary Stream Key, okay? You're going to copy that, open OBS again, double click right here, and Control V. And then your stream key's in. And then on the server right here, you could set the auto recommended if you want to, but I live here in Tokyo. If you live somewhere else, you go and find that within OBS. Like most people watch my videos in the US. If you're in California, then you click one of these in California. But for all intents and purposes, auto will find the one nearest to you. Sometimes the one nearest to you is down, so you want to go and set whatever's available at the time. So in my case, I live in Tokyo. So once I found this, I click apply, click OK. And then after that, you've resized everything, you got all your settings. Click on start stream. Easy peasy, you're done. Okay. Once you started your stream, the rest is history. You got to talk to your chat and do all that good stuff. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple stuff. I hope I didn't lose anyone. It's kind of a long video, kind of a long day, and we've all been there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions and you need to get them answered immediately, okay, don't hesitate to come bother me on my stream and be like, yo, Cash or George, my name's George. I saw your YouTube video, but I'm still having issues with this. I have so-and-so specs. Can you give me, you got to tell me your graphics card make, okay? And you got to tell me your CPU make, and I'll give you settings that you should try right there and, then and there, live on my stream. So I'm going to be either live on Twitch, at Cash, okay, so twitch.tv cashmeow2, or I'm going to be live on Mixer, which more than likely nowadays I'm on Mixer more often, but I still stream to Twitch, so it's cashmeow2 on Mixer as well. So you just go find me and be like, yo, Cash, I saw your YouTube video. Can you give me settings based on so-and-so specs? I'll be happy to do so. Yeah, easy to give you settings. I've ran so many different types of specs. I've streamed on so many different types of specs. At this point, it's like second nature to me give OBS settings. So that's it for this video. Please comment. Please, if you have any questions that I can just like type to, put your comments in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe if you have not, and please share this video to whoever needs help with getting started streaming. So yeah, again, twitch.tv cashmeow2 or mixer.com/cashmeow2. I'm happy to give you whatever settings that you want on those two channels whenever I'm live. Yeah, that's it for today. I'm going to start my stream pretty soon, so I'll see you guys there maybe. That's a bye for now. See you in the next one.